Welcome to the demonstration SIRS navigation video. This video is part of a series of micro-learning style videos from the Introduction to the California Educator Reporting System, or SIRS, for test coordinators and administrators. A resource guide accompanies this video series and can be accessed in the description of this video. We will be using the SIRS sandbox for our demonstration today. For today, we'll be entering as a district admin. We'll click the Enter SIRS Sandbox, which will take us to the home page. Up at the top, you have your user guide and interpretive guide, which also can be accessed on the right in the welcome box. The user guide describes the features and functions of the reporting system, while the interpretive guide helps with interpreting the assessment results. Also at the top, we have our My Reports, which houses reports generated by the user, including printable reports, custom aggregate reports, and district school exports. Up at the top of the home page, we have our administrator tools. Administrator tools are features available for coordinators to help analyze and manage data. We have custom aggregate reports, which allows you to create those custom reports. District school exports, where you can export the data. Student groups, where you roster students to teachers. Instructional resources, which allows you to upload links to local resources your LEA uses so they are accessible to teachers within the system. We'll go ahead and click the Custom Aggregate Report button. And the first thing that we do is we need to select the report type. So for our demonstration, we'll be doing a yearly report, which is already selected. That's the default. The next section is the school and districts. So you can select a school or schools if you're at the LEA level. For our demonstration, we'll be looking at district-wide results. So I'm going to deselect the state results and we'll keep the district results selected. This assessment attributes is where you begin to build your report and you select specific criteria that you desire to be displayed in your report. So for our assessment type, we will go ahead and select the summative. The next is the subjects, and you have the ability to select any of the assessment subjects that you would like to include in your report. For today, we'll be selecting math. Next, we need to select the desired grade levels. Now you can select one grade level or multiple grade levels. So for our report, we will go ahead and select the grades 3, 4, and 5. Academic years, the default is the most current year, but you can create a report from prior years. We'll go ahead and we will keep the most current school year for our demonstration. We'll go ahead and we're going to look at valid and complete results. So those are already selected. The next section allows us to disaggregate the report by demographic values or program categories for comparison to the overall population. We have these categories: race, ethnicity, English language acquisition status, primary language, and migrant status. Today, for our demonstration, we will select English language acquisition status. Okay, the final piece of our report building is called the report review. This is a nice summary of all the criteria that you've selected and you can review. So if everything looks good and complete, you simply name your report and then click the Create Report button. This will display our report, and just as a review, we're looking at the Smarter Balanced Summative Math results for the 2023-24 school year. Now in our report, it displays our assessment grade levels that we've selected, and you'll have grade 3 up at the top, then grade 4 and grade 5. We have the academic year, and then we have our overall performance for each grade level. We also have those program categories that we've selected for the English language acquisition status. So we have performance for our English only students, our English learner, initial fluent English proficient, and our reclassified English proficient. Now we also have to be determined, but there are no results in the to be determined category. So to clean up our data display, a little tip, up at the top, there's a toggle called empty rows. And if we hide, it will remove any empty rows and clean up our data display. Next, we have the number of students that are represented in each of those categories. We have our achievement comparison. So this is the score distribution, the average scale score, and then we have our achievement levels and the percentage for each achievement level. So we have for Smarter Balanced, summative math results, we have level 1, 2, 3, and 4. And it displays the percentage of scores within each of those achievement levels. Now, it's displayed as a percentage, but if you would like to display value as number, there's a button under the display value as toggle. We click on number and it converts it to a number. So you have the ability to see it as a percent or number. There's also the grouping of achievement levels available. So if I select grouped, it will group all of the scores in at and above standard as opposed to below standard. So that's really helpful is if you want to look at a glance at the results and you want them grouped in those two categories. So as you can see, creating a custom report is really easy. So we're going to go back to our home page and I'm going to show you another feature. Below the administrator tools, you have access assessment results on the home page. We'll be going in and searching by student. So you'll need to have an SSID and we'll click search. This will bring us up to Martin's student test history. Now you have the ability to look at all of the years of test results available for Martin, or you can select the most recent year or prior years. We're going to go ahead and select all. Subjects, you have the ability to select a specific subject, or again, you can select all. We'll go ahead and look at math for Martin. The assessment type, you have the ability to select the summative assessment results or the interim assessment results. We'll go ahead and select all. Now you'll notice that the student test history is listed below and based on what we've selected at the top. And each assessment result is displayed in a card. You have the name of the assessment, when it was administered. We have the achievement level, and there's a link for a result. If we click that, it'll give us a little bit more information about that test result. It'll give us not only the school in which the test was administered, but it also gives us that achievement level and our scale score. Now, one feature that I'd like to show is the printable reports. Printable reports allows us to create or download a PDF report of student assessment results called an ISR. With our menu, I can select the different criteria that I want displayed on the printable report. So for assessment type, we'll go ahead and include all, so I can see the interim assessment results for Martin as well as the summative. I have the school year. We'll go ahead and just keep it the most recent school year, and we will keep the subject at math. When I create the report, you'll notice it'll take me to My Reports. Now with My Reports, you'll notice that the student report, the status is pending. So it takes a few minutes to generate. You'll notice also the aggregate custom report that we created a few moments ago is also listed in My Reports. Now we see that the status is completed, so now I can access the printable report for Martin. There's a context menu next to Martin's name, 3 little dots. Under the context menu, I'll select Download Report Data, which will generate that PDF. It's a nice, user-friendly, easy-to-read report, and teachers can actually use this with parents. It shows the test results based on the criteria that we selected in a nice, colorful display. One other way to view assessment results in SIRS is to search by school. Select a school from the drop-down and the grade level, and click the search button. This will take you to the results view. For additional information on the results view, when searching by school and grade, watch the demonstration videos for viewing summative results or interim results. Thank you for watching this demonstration of how to navigate SIRS. We hope you found the information to be useful. The full video series title list is located in the description of this video.